Welcome back to Good Things Utah. Did you look in the mirror this morning and think, I look a little bit tired. I have dark circles under my eyes. We have help for you today from Utah Facial Plastics. Dr. Henstrom is here. I'm so happy you're here.
It's great to be here again. Thank you.
All right, we're talking about several things that you can do. But first, if you're looking and not thinking it looks so great, Botox and fillers are something originally that you can come do.
Those will help some people. That'll help lift the eyebrow a little bit with the Botox. We can help fill in the hollowing some with filler. Maybe younger patients, that's a little bit better. There hasn't been too much aging that's gone on. But for some people, we need to start thinking about some more invasive procedures and saving the money that they would have put into that, put it into a procedure, a little bit more downtime, but they're a lot more satisfied at the end.
All right, so I had this actual issue. I went in and I saw Dr. Henstrom and I said, what do we do? And he said, I think you're a candidate for the skin pinch.
Yeah, so this is the first kind of step for people with a little bit of redundant skin underneath their eyes. An opportunity to do this